Good morning, everybody. I'm Lourdes Codina with the Realty in Houston group with Keller Williams. And today I want to talk to you about the market update for Houston, but focusing on the Katy area. Give me a minute to share my screen with you. Again, I'm Lourdes Codina, and I am a real estate agent for the Houston area. I've been doing this for over 6 years now. I'm in the middle of my 7th year, lucky 7. And I want to share with you the update for today, May the 4th, 2020. If you know me, you know that I love giving information. I love talking about real estate. I love educating. So if you do have any questions that are not answered today, do not hesitate. Contact me and ask me about Realty in Houston. My number is 281-723-0068. Also, feel free to download my app, www.zip77.com, to mean that no matter what zip code you want to sell or buy at, if it starts with 77, I am your girl. All right, let's go to the next page. So I have two sets of information here. One is looking at the real estate market for Houston as a total for the last 3 days, and the other one goes back the whole 7 days. So starting from last Monday. Again, it's Monday morning of May 4th, 2020. Let me start by saying that there were over 1,000 new listings that hit the market in Houston, and this information is taken from HAR.com. And back in the market were 1,300 properties. So what does back in the market mean? Back in the market means that they were either under contract and the contract fell, or they actually were terminated and came back to the market brand new, maybe with a new lower price, maybe better pictures, stronger marketing, or maybe they expired, they did not sell, and they decided to come back in the market again with a stronger marketing, maybe a lower price. So that's what back in the market means. You can see that there were some of the listings that are currently active are 664 properties. They have had a price decrease, and this could be because these new listings came in stronger. Maybe they came in after the sellers had time to really work on their properties. Maybe they painted or worked on the curb appeal, and maybe they came in at a very aggressive price, and these other sellers who were already there, they thought they could not compete, so they lowered the price to become more attractive to coming buyers. There's also been a price increase. Why do I like seeing price increase? Because I am one of those people who keep telling you over and over again that the real estate is local. I say real estate is a local beast. It doesn't matter what the nation is doing. It doesn't matter what your parents' neighborhood is doing. It doesn't matter. What matters is your city, your area, your neighborhood. What is happening to your neighbor's listing, right? That's what you should focus on, and only that. Of course, you want to be aware of what's happening around the world and around the nation, but my point is, if you really want to make smart real estate decisions, you need to know what's happening in the area that you want to buy or in the area that you want to sell. All right, moving on. 541 properties went under contract over the weekend. So last 3 days. What does this mean? It means Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, is this all of it? No. I know that there are some agents who, you know what, they're under contract, and then they probably won't actually note it on the MLS until the following Monday or Tuesday sometimes. So I believe this is lower than the truth. So this is for all of Houston in the last 3 days. Do you still think that the market is tanking? Next, 124 properties were withdrawn. They were removed from the market, maybe temporarily, right? Maybe they have to fix something. Maybe the sellers don't feel safe. and want to pause the showings until further notice? We don't know. They have been temporarily withdrawn from the market, expired. These listings, they completed the full listing agreement with their sellers and they did not sell, so they have expired. And a lot of these numbers over here, they're probably on this back in the market, 268 properties that went back in the market. Some of those most likely, or most of those, are going to be coming from here. They either expire, were withdrawn, or were terminated. Terminated means let's end it. And a lot of those do come back either with a lower price or, you know, better pictures. So when the net of 44 that you see over here does not include homes that were sold. I don't care about that. What am I talking about? Net of 44. I'm talking about active listings. That's all I care. Number of active listings, whatever that number is, I don't have it here. The number of active listings went down by 44 properties over the last 3 days. So let's go over here to what happened during the last 7 days. During the last 7 days, there were a total almost 3,000 properties went back in the market. New properties, new listings, only 2,300 properties. Okay, they came back in the market, and 557 market properties, they came back in the market. So 2,300 brand new, 557 came back in the market because they either were withdrawn, expired, terminated, or they had a contract that fell through. The buyer was not able to obtain financing or change their mind during the option period. 1,700 properties decreased in price. Again, they're seeing all these homes come into the market. They're nicely upgraded. Those sellers had a good time, you know, painting, remodeling, fixing, and maybe these new listings have a lower price because they don't want to fool around. They want to sell their home and they rather price it more aggressively and get multiple offers than have their home in the market for 3 months not selling and then be forced to lower the price. So 1,700 people lower the price of their listing. Option pending, 1,300 properties received a contract over the last 7 days. That is a pretty good number. 1,300 properties received a contract over the last week. Now, these properties that were previously pending, they were already not active. These homes definitely were active and then were removed from the active listings by withdrawn, either they expired or terminated. When we're talking about the net here, it's net on the active properties. I'm not talking about how many closed. 17 properties did sell during the last week, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about net, is how many active properties are now in the market compared to the previous week. 141 properties more entered the market as active than the previous week. All right, so I hope this helps giving an idea of where we are for the entire Houston market. And if your question was not answered, or if you would like more details on a particular neighborhood, do not hesitate to contact me. Call me and ask me about Realty in Houston, 281-723-0068. Now, let's focus on the Katy area. On the Katy area, we're going to start with the Katy North area. I love this neighborhood because this neighborhood or this area is perfect for everybody. New buyers, first-time home buyers, families, single people. It doesn't matter. The price ranges here are fantastic, even for investors. So let's look at what's happening over here. 30 homes entered the market, right? And 20 properties went under contract on the last 7 days. So just on those two, you can see that there is a net of 10 plus. But some of these homes that were there actually have withdrawn, expired, or terminated, and 6 are back in the market. So look at this price range. What I want to show you about this neighborhood is The averages. The average total for that neighborhood is 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2 car garage. The average sales property age is from 1997, and the price range is 215,000, let's say. The average number of days that those homes were on the market before they went under contract is less than a month. And 18 days is the median. So what does this mean? It means that from 20 properties that went under contract, 10 went under contract in less than 18 days, and 10 went under contract in over 18 days. So have the market going under contract in less than 3 weeks, that's not bad at all. Look, and this is the minimums, right? So the minimum days in the market was 0. There are properties that went under contract that day that they listed them. The day that it went on the market, these people went, so the property made an offer. Okay? And that's what's happening in Katy North. And the price range is 215,000, the average of the price range. You know that a lot of these homes here are from the 1970s, 1980s, right? 1990s. And over here is the newer area. You have the 2014s, from 2010s up 2009. So this is a newer area. I did this to show you that a lot of this neighborhood is non-existent. This is just the reservoir right here, Addicks Reservoir. So in the top edge is pretty much clay before you move into the Bear Creek South neighborhood, which I also love, which is about the same price range as well. Okay? If I did not answer your questions about this area, please contact me at 281-723-0068 and ask me about Realty in Houston. All right. The Old Town Katy area, they are not doing so well, but it's not so much that they're not doing well. It's a different type of property over here. There's bigger lots. There's less properties for sale, to be honest. Interesting area in the MLS. It actually goes through 2 counties. You have the Waller County on the side, and then Harris County line crosses over here. For those, 13 properties hit the market over the last week, and 4 of those went under contract. You know, it's really far from Houston, so you can understand what's happening. But still, let's look at the 4 properties that went under contract. 1 of those went under contract in 3 days. 1 of those went under contract in 9 days, and the other one in 2 months, and the other one in almost 6 months. But the 3 days and the 9 days, that tells you that if you look at the price range, 225, 200, right? Homes in Houston, the medium sales price is around that price, is around 240,000, 250, I believe it just went up. So anything that's under that price, you're gonna see it move. If it's priced correctly and if it's moving ready. Let's move on. Katy Southeast area. So Katy Southeast is pretty much everything that is east of 99 and south of I-10 up to the Energy Corridor and down to the Westport Tollway. And that will have your Cinco Ranch, Mason Park area, and of course, a large part of it is the George Bush. Green Trails is also over here. 37 properties entered the market for Katy Southeast range. 25, that's a good number, went under contract in the last 7 days. Okay? Back in the market, 9. And you can see that withdrawn, expired, and terminated, it's about 21 properties. When we talk about the averages for this area, look, the average square foot of the properties that went under contract, it's 3,000. Those are pretty large properties. And the average year that they were built is 1991. That's pretty accurate for that, you know, Cinco Ranch area, and even actually moving a little bit closer to I-10 around here. The average price of the homes that went under contract is 365,000. Let's round it up. 365,000 is the average price of homes that actually went under contract in the Katy Southwest area, and they were under contract for less than 2 months when they went under contract. Look, again, there are properties that went under contract with 1 day in the market. Yes, there are some that were a year in the market before they sold or went under contract. But I want to show you that if a home is priced correctly and it's moving ready, or is being taken care of, it will sell. It will sell fast. You just have to know how to market that home. And another important day, number over here, 31. 31 is the number of days that a home has been on the market. But the medium number of days. So let's see, 24 properties went under contract. Half of those, 12 properties went under contract in less than 30 days. And 12 went under contract on more than 31 days. So that's what it means. Moving on. The Katy Southwest area. So this is your Far Thorns, right? This is everything that's near Katy Mills Mall, Cinco Ranch Southwest. That's what you have here. There are newer homes. You can see the average year built is 2009. And the price range is pretty comparable to the Katy Southeast. The average price of homes that went under contract is 355,000, let's say. Okay. The days on market is also pretty comparable, about 2 months. And the other one was about 52 days, just 10 days more longer. Still, if the home is priced correctly, look at that. It did went under contract in 2 days, and the median days in market is 40. So let's round this number up to 40, okay? 40 properties went under contract. So 20 of those properties went under contract in less than 40 days, and 20 of those properties went under contract over 40 days. When you look into the amount of properties that went active over the 7 days, this is a pretty high number. Yes, I think it's the largest area of the Katy region. And a lot of these people who live here, who purchase here, they actually work in the energy corridor. So with the oil prices right now, maybe that's could be a good explanation of why these listings went up significantly. 89 properties, brand new listings over the last 7 days in the Katy Southwest region. And option pending, less than half of those. About 39 properties went under contract on the last week. So starting from last Monday. Most have price decrease. Over 60 properties went down in price, and 22 properties went up in price. The number of properties that are withdrawn or expired or terminated, it's also pretty considerable. It's almost 50 properties. Now, 13 of those are back in the market. I hope this helped. To give you an idea, just, if you want to look at those numbers closely, just pause the video and you can take a look. And if there's any questions that I have not answered, my number is 281-723-0068. Let me know what area of town are you looking at, and I can tell you what the market update is for that particular neighborhood or that particular area or zip code. However it is that you're shopping for a home, I am happy to help at no cost. I can put you on a search alert, okay? Please download my app, www.zip77.com. It doesn't matter where you're looking in the Houston area. It starts with 77. If that's the zip code that you're looking for, I am happy to help. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just go to www.realtyonvideo.com. I just started pushing this I would love to reach 100 subscribers as soon as possible. I think I only had 4. Boohoo, this morning. Well, I just started last week. So please feel free to visit it. There's some great tips on, you know, decorating your home. I love this one about niches that I found on a brand new, like a model home, and I thought it was the best idea to do with your niches. Those that you have no idea how you're going to decorate. It also talks about my app, and there's a lot of virtual properties that I have done, a lot of videos. You can also find the videos on my Facebook page, a lot of the open houses. So I'm all about teaching and explaining and showing and sharing data and information. So ask, 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 and ask. Ask me about Realty in Houston. Let me know, what neighborhoods should I do next? What is the price range, you know, that you think most people are looking for, or that you particularly would like me to talk about? Or maybe there is another topic that you would like to discuss. Or if you have any questions, please ask me about Realty in Houston. So here's my information. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry that I went over my 15 minutes, but do not hesitate to call me if I did not answer your question, all right? Thank you, guys. You have a fantastic day. May the force be with you, and I'm here for you guys for whatever you need. Take care. Bye-bye.